Today we will see together how to create documents taking advantage of advanced features built in TDox. Remember, everything we're about to see is only available on PC as the web app on smartphone and tablet has reduced functionalities. Let's start by going on the menu icon in the top left corner and then on Forms. Let's create a new form in order to test the features that we will be working with. Let's click on New and let's call it as we prefer. We can then click on Create Form. Edit. Default values allow us to profile automatically a specific field, such as text box with the information we want. Extremely useful, for example, with those fields that are commonly filled with the same information. For example, a field which we can call vehicle. Let's suppose that we are creating an expense note module requiring which type of vehicle has been used. If it was the company vehicle or a private one, let's say our operator always uses a company one. We can set the default value as plain text from the list and write in company vehicle. This way, each time we will fill this module, the field vehicle will always be pre-filled, and if the vehicle is not the company one, we can simply edit it. We can also do the same thing and profile fields based on specific variables. Now we will see them together. In order to automatically fill a field with the name of the operator who is filling the form, we can insert the text box, rename it operator, and go to the default value selecting formula. Once clicked on formula, we can then go on the gear icon on its right and click on Add Variable. This will open the variable selector, which allows us to insert information regarding the company user's data and fields on the previous steps. Scroll down until user and look for first name in order to obtain the name of the operator filling the form. If we also want the last name for our operator, we can simply add a plus and click again on Add Variable and look for last name. Clicking then on Save, all changes will be saved, and once the operator will be filling the form, he won't have to insert his name and surnames, as this will happen automatically. In order to insert a specific date, let's add the date picker. Let's call it date, then go on default value, formula. From here we can then go on the gear icon and add the variable. In order to get the current date, we can click on current date. This will fill the field each time with the related date. We can finally click on Save. In the expense note module, it will also be useful to add some different purchases made on a specific day. Let's add two text fields and let's call the first one lunch and the second one dinner, and a third field in a new step, which we can create by going on Add at the bottom left corner. Let's call it total, in order to make whole inserted data a decimal number so that the keyboard will only show numbers. We can click on content type and choose float. Let's do the same thing for all fields. We can then go back to our field called total on the following step in order to set instead the function which will sum both fields. We can go on its properties, default value, formula, then click on the gear icon and add variable. Choosing as an option lunch, we can add the simple plus and then click on Add Variable again and choose dinner. Click on Save. Now we have lunch plus dinner. We will make sure that this field will always be populated by the sum of money for lunch and dinner. We can also add the checks on information once the step has been completed. This feature checks if our specific information meets certain criteria and provides an error message if this condition isn't met. In order to set those criteria, we can click on the step label on the top of the page, and under Control Condition, let's click on Formula and on the gear icon. Add variable, and let's choose, for example, lunch. Then greater than, and as a value, let's choose a 0. We can also set an error message if the previous condition isn't met. In order to do so, let's go under Invalid Message and type in the message we want to display to our operators. For example, we can write, insert a number bigger than 0. Another useful feature we are going to learn is how to calculate work hours by a certain employee during a certain operation. In order to do so, we can add to our first step 2 date pickers. The first one start time and the second one finish time. Let's make sure to check for both of them the option date and time. On the next step, let's import a new text field, calling it total hours. Set it on float, and from the menu on the right, let's choose as default value formula. In order to calculate how many hours that person worked, let's choose first of all the variable finish time. Let's put the minus symbol and add as another variable start time. Let's close this operation between double brackets, add a slash, and then we can write 1000 star 3600. Let's save. Everything will be completed. Other than the formulas we have seen together, we can also code in JavaScript as much as we'd like, creating new formulas and features as we like them to be. That's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on LinkedIn for future updates. If you have any questions, contact us on info@mightydocs.com or leave a comment.